Hey everybody, how you doing today? Today we are making garlic shrimp Alfredo with penne pasta. So it's actually pretty easy to make. Um, it has about a 10-minute prep time. That's what it says on the recipe. But I have found that it's a little bit more than that, to be honest with you. Because I set everything up here, as you can see. So we're going to start with like a tablespoon of butter, and we're going to do it in a pan on medium heat. Are you trying to show them the instructions?
Ingredients.
Yeah. So, but it's also posted on my wall as well. So, let's see. We're gonna do the butter, the garlic. There's nothing wrong with getting garlicky fingers too. Thank you. It's my sous chef. Alright, so we got butter, garlic, parsley, and shrimp. Now I already have pre-cooked shrimp, so I don't need to do this as long as it says. So the recipe calls for just a couple minutes or until fully cooked, but we're speeding up the process a little bit. God, that looks really good, doesn't it? We need smell-o-vision here on YouTube, you know? So we're gonna let that cook down for just a minute. I've already started our oven, and I also started our oil. So that is gonna go on pretty soon too. And then in this pan, we're actually gonna start our Alfredo sauce. If you decide to use pre-cooked shrimp, make sure you keep this stirred up really well, because you don't want to start cooking the shrimp again. You just want to kind of reheat it and mix that garlic with the parsley and everything. And I love fresh parsley and garlic together. It smells so good. Thank you. So this one we are starting our Alfredo sauce. So here we're going to we're going to add flour directly to this. We've got 2 tablespoons of flour. And we're kind of making kind of like a roux. I'm going to turn this heat down just a little bit. You definitely don't want flour to burn in a pot. Or I mean in a pan. Alright, so we're going to whisk this up a little bit. Butter needs to melt down a little bit. We're also going to add your 3/4 cup milk and your 1/4 cup of chicken broth as well. And it's very important when you put milk in a pan like this that you don't let it burn. this is pretty much done, which is nice. We got our water going, which is good. We're gonna put penne pasta in here. Because I lose track of time, started a timer. I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil in the water as well. So, and this is pretty much good to go off. We're cheating a little bit because we're not going to be cooking this. We're not going to be baking it into this pan like the recipe calls for. We're going to do it separately. So we're going to cook this down a little bit, and then we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella, and we're going to add a 1/4 cup of fresh shredded Parmesan. So we got mozzarella, 3/4 of a cup, 1/4 cup of Parmesan. So essentially we're making our Alfredo sauce. Now I'm also going to turn this way down, so this has time to thicken up and everything like that. This whole meal actually goes by pretty quick once you get everything set up. Oh, spilled a little bit. Turn that down again, and we're going to add our tomatoes. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper. Man, this looks so good. So the only thing we really have to wait on is our noodles, which we got about 3.5 minutes left on, which is perfect. So yeah, this meal is actually very simple. We just did the pre-cooked shrimp. I minced my own garlic. We bought diced tomatoes, like a can of them, so it went by a lot faster. You know, I'm going out tonight with a bunch of people. So, alright, so we are mixing everything together. We got about 20 seconds left on the noodles. So we're gonna go, actually we're gonna warm this up just a little bit more. I'm gonna add shrimp, garlicky shrimp with fresh parsley. God, that looks so good. It smells so good too. I guess we're just gonna put this back on here. And then we're gonna go Ursa. She's getting a little antsy. We're gonna put this in here. My sink got a little full on me. Yep, man, look at that, I made a big mess. But that's what dogs are for. I'll let them in the kitchen later, and they will clean it up for me.
Use your spoon to clean that up and then pour that on top.
Yeah. Oh my God, this looks so good. So apparently the dog wants to come in the kitchen too. So we're going to let her in the kitchen so she stops barking. We just gotta mix all this up. This one? That would be a better idea. See, my sous chef sometimes comes at me with this thing called logic. And he's almost always right. And I am spilling noodles everywhere. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. I literally am spilling all over the place. Now ended up using 16 ounces of penne pasta, and the recipe calls for 10. So this is not going to be as thick and creamy as it is in the recipe. But we're feeding several people, so we need to kind of have it as much as possible. Alright, so we're good to go with that. So we're going to put this in a 350 oven. Set a timer again. It's at 5 to 7 minutes. Let's just go 6 again. So we're live? Okay. Alright, so our thing just finished in the oven. Watch out, Ursula. Get back up. So we're gonna pull this out. Woo! You know it's done when you're sweating like a whore in church, you know? Oh, that looks so great. And then we're gonna add it to here. Or that's not gonna work, is it? Alright, so we're basically gonna serve it in this. But we're gonna put it on a hot pad over here. And then I'm gonna show you guys a trick to making garlic bread without actually having to go out and buy garlic bread. Oh, yeah, we need our fresh mozzarella, nice and shredded. Good Lord, I got so many dishes, but that's what a good sous chef is for, right? You get to cook, and then you get to make them do the dishes. God, that looks amazing, doesn't it? So we're gonna add butter to these regular pieces of white bread. I prefer wheat, but my sous chef did the cooking. I mean the grocery shopping, so I ended up with white. But if you just take a little bit of butter, I know that's a lot of bit of butter, but it was sticking. You can just go like this and go from slice to slice to slice. Now the only way to really do this is with a toaster oven. It's kind of hard to do this on a regular toaster. I mean, you could. You just toast your bread, put a little butter, and then right here, garlic powder. You just sprinkle a little bit on. Ooh, that's a lot of it. And you load them into the toaster oven. And once they're toasted, you have easy bake garlic bread. So you just throw it in and toast it. All right. What did I say though? And are you recording already? Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was our naked garlic shrimp Alfredo bake. And then we did the garlic bread on the side. So I appreciate you watching.